Welcome to the Hirschman Estate. My name's Amanda, and I'm going to take you on a tour of this weekend's estate sale. We are going to enter and exit the sale this weekend through the garage. This is where we'll have our checkout set up and a few things to shop, and then we'll get into the house. So let's get going. When we first come in the garage, you'll see our holding table. These are kind of like shopping baskets where you can place items while you're still shopping until you're ready to check out. We're trying to get a bunch of boxes over here too to help you guys carry some stuff out to your car. Things in these baskets are not for sale. They're already claimed and spoken for. Before we get onto here, I'm going to go ahead and pivot real quick. This is where our checkout table will be. So if you have questions or are ready to check out, someone will be here to help you. And the only other thing over here is where our chest freezer and our garage fridge are located. We may have a couple other boxes for some holding stations if we need it. But that is the most of the garage. We do have a few things to shop in here though. We do have several floor rugs. We have lots of camp stoves. This is the weekender one, like propane camp stoves. We have a few of those. We do have lots of variety of tools, several TV options. We do have a little bit of ammo and some knives, some gun cleaning kits, if that's what you're coming for. Tools are kind of scattered here and there. We do have a countertop ice maker. We do have a big Christmas tree. And then here in this closet, we do have some really good stuff as well. We have a couple of camp chairs. We have a couple of gun sleeves in here. This is where the NASCAR headsets are located. Our walking pad. Again, a lot more just kind of miscellaneous tools, some barbecue utensils. These were like electrical fittings in boxes. One thing that I don't think I ever called out, we just found in the garage, were some golf cart wheel covers. I have two different sets here. So those may be something someone is looking for. Several cooler options. And we are still working on getting everything priced. So everything will be ready to go. This is where the propane fryer, like fish fryer, is located. That is a really heavy duty one. I'm gonna go ahead and take you this way into the sunroom. So just off of our garage, we have some items in here. We have a couple of patio tables and a couple of chairs that appear to have always been in the sunroom and not really weathered. This is a fun one. I had originally called a dresser. I just thought it had a drawer on it. Unbeknownst to me, this is actually a changing table. I just don't have the pad for it, but that is a really pretty piece. We have a bunch of throw pillows for your outdoor cushions and chairs. Here's where a couple more of our camp stoves are. Some really nice ones. We have battery chargers, some of the tools. This is where the bench grinder will be. We did also just find that I don't know that I had really advertised a whole lot, is a 220 piece. It is missing just a couple, like the infamous 10 millimeter, but lots of sockets and wrenches. That's a full set in there. Several socket sets, some wrenches, things like that. There is some stuff underneath. We do have a tackle box, a few ratchet straps. I'm going to point out this is going to be outside the day of. This goes with the Traeger grill. I'll show you guys that here in a minute. We do have one of those like 50s era school desk out here. We have another one in the house. There's a little pool floaty, a couple of our high chairs. This is where the vacuums are. And then I also have this other really cute desk that I don't think I highlighted very much. But that's a nice, really kind of small space, great for a laptop or doing some homework if you needed that. And then this little girl is new in the box. So I'm gonna go ahead and take you guys on out to the patio. I'm gonna show you just a couple of things that are out there. It's gonna look different the day of. We are going, excuse the neighbor dogs, barking their little heads off. We will set a couple of tables out here and pull some stuff out of the garage. So we're not going to shop in the garage. It's all going to be out here on the patio. But we're going to wait till the rain blows through Thursday night and set that up early Friday morning. This is where the tea cart is located. This beautiful patio set. This is where the Traeger is located. And then, like I said, we're going to have several more items out here. We've got tarps, we have a pressure washer, an extension ladder, some more tools, flower pots, things like that. So there will be a lot more out here that I'm just not able to show you yet. We don't need it blowing away or getting rained on just yet. But let's go back inside. And back through. And then this is where we'll enter the house. So coming in the sale is a nice smooth ramp. We do have a couple of steps right here. So just as far as accessibility goes, just know that there is a couple of steps. Washer and dryer are staying with the house in the sale, but we do have some cleaning supplies, laundry soap, things like that here in the hallway. This is where we'll go into the kitchen, but we're going to go into the family room real quick and start here. This is where we have another computer desk. We do have a monitor, some keyboards and speakers and things, just no computer tower. We do have some office supplies on here, a rolling office chair. Back here is where the quilt hanger is located. We do have everything on the walls will be for sale. We're still working on getting everything priced. This is the swivel chair. We have 2 different rocking recliner options in this one. And this was a fun side table. The drawer in this one can push and pull all the way through. So if you put it between 2 chairs, you'll actually be able to, everyone will be able to access it. So that was kind of a fun piece. Back in here is where I do have the other like 50s era school desk. Lighting's a little dark in here. Let me see if I can brighten it. There we go. This is a fun little cabinet piece. In here in the family room is where the gun cabinet is located. And then we do have the keys and the lock, so you can actually lock the glass and then you can lock the cabinet. So that can be secured if you choose to use it for firearms. And then, like I said, I kind of showed this one. These are a matching set if you were interested in both of them. The rocking recliner and the love seat, the Chanel. We do have an entertainment center. This is another one of our TVs. This is where we have a few like DVDs and we have some CDs. And then this is where the vinyl was located. Lots of knickknacks spread all throughout. Again, more wall art. All the little wall art is available. But now we're going to go into the kitchen. So the kitchen is a little small as far as staging all the stuff that fits in a cabinet. And so we have kind of migrated the kitchen into other rooms, but we did go ahead and leave a lot of fun things to shop in here. We have some of our flatware, china set, a lot of our bakeware, some of our glasses and things. Kind of all spread out on the counter. This really pretty Ivy Corelle set. Lots more glasses. The Bun coffee maker. I'm still going to bring a container or something to put these in a little better so you can shop utensils. We're still working on some of that. We do have some nice knife sets. The canisters. And then this is the gorgeous table. And then the sides do extend out. It does come with 6 chairs. Right now we kind of have it pushed in the corner that way our walkway is open, but you'll be able to get a good look at that. We had a little bit of food left as far as pantry items go. We have some really gorgeous mosaic wall art pieces in here. And then we'll go into our living room. We have lots of beautiful side tables in this one. This one we have a mate to, has a drawer in it. Lots of little table lamps, wall hangings. Lots of decor. Here's where the Century safe is located. And then this is probably going to get a little fuller. I do have a tote in the garage that has some holiday decor that we're going to sprinkle in here. So there will probably be more than what you see right now available in here, but kind of give you a little bit of an idea. So lots of fun pieces. There was a McCoy piece. Lots of fun decor in this one. This is a really pretty coffee table, kind of a rectangle. There we go. My light is doing that again. All right, so you can kind of see. And then we do have a pair of armchairs in here. And then this is where the vintage bow tie quilt will be located. Again, more table lamps. And then the floor rugs are available as well too. Here's where we have some of our kitchen stuff, and we just found the box of all of this Pioneer Women dishes and bowls and things like that. So I don't know that I had advertised those a whole lot, but we do have a lot of those. We went through and kind of pieced them together in matching sets. So this table, it has a couple of things that are not Pioneer Woman, but most of it is. Then we do have like our paper goods and Ziploc bags and all the kind of things to stock back up on. All the kind of wall decor, all of these decor pieces are available. And then another entertainment cabinet. We do have a DVD player and a Roku. This is the 40-inch TV, the little bench. So this is the front door to the house. We can use it if we need to help get furniture out and things, but for traffic flow, we're just gonna come in and out the garage. The ramp is a little easier and not so many stairs that way. But I will say that this shelf is not coming off. It has been like nailed to the studs in the house, and we're gonna damage the wall trying to get that one off. So that one sadly is not gonna be for sale. So I know a lot of people would probably be eyeing that, but we cannot safely get it off without damaging the house. So into the hallway, we do have a couple of wall art pieces in here, and we have 3 bedrooms. So we're gonna go ahead and go straight across. Our rooms are a little small, so let me back up a little bit. We've tried to keep the centers open really good for you guys. We are going to have to kind of limit how many people we let in the house just so that it's comfortable for everyone to shop and we're not on top of each other. We do have, this is where we put a lot of our kitchen stuff. So we do have several crock pot options, you know, baking dishes, ice trays, things like that. We do have a few more movies in here. And oh, I was gonna plug this in before I started the tour. Bear with me. Look at this, isn't that pretty? So lots of decor, some beautiful frames, like vintage frames in here. Throw pillows, we do have a fan. We're gonna be needing those soon enough. Here's one of our chest of drawers. Lots of flower pots and floral arrangements in here. Spread out. So this is a lot of the kitchen stuff. We do have a griddle, lots of skillets, pots, pans, things like that. Pyrex, storage containers, and more flatware in here. And then this is a beautiful, I wanted to point this out. So this is a whole set. It has the sheets and the comforter and the pillow shams. And it fits a queen size bed, and that was just really pretty. We do have lots of picture frames, and then I do have more picture frames in here if you're in the market for some frames. And then let's mosey on down. All right. Here is where let me adjust the light a little bit. All right, here's where we have our Kincaid bedroom set. So this is the dresser with the mirror. We do have some wall art. We took this off the wall on the other side and put it over here. It was a little easier to get to. We do have some sewing notions and buttons and things. Like I said, these really pretty frames. These are actually frames. I set a couple of them down as trays, but you kind of get the idea. So we do have a queen size bed. I think I had originally advertised this as full. It is a queen. So again, the wall art will all be available. We did move some of the clothing out on the bed. So we do have a lot of the denim and a lot of the shoes, makes it a little bit easier to shop. We are still getting some of that priced. Here is the chest of drawers that goes with that dresser. You do not have to buy the set. We price everything individually in case you just need one of those items. These were some fun lighters we found. And then we do have some men's clothing in here. So sizes large, extra large is kind of where they range. There's some really nice jackets, some golf shirts. We do have some leather jackets, things like that. So not a whole lot, but there's some really nice brands in there. And then we will take a look over here where the really cute patio decor is. It's got the two children. It looks concrete, but it is not. It's actually like a plastic or something, so it's not too heavy to move, but it's heavy enough to stay in place. This is another one of the Chester drawers. Then we do have kind of one of these plastic organizer things too, so those are handy to have. This is where we have some of our linens displayed. So we have lots of tea towels, bath towels. There's a few comforters and blankets and stuff mixed in here. So that is kind of in here. Another fan. There is another like quilt back in here. We do have some of our children's toys in here, some really fun pieces. This is where the hiking backpack is, if you saw that advertised. And then the Art Deco dresser is in here. We've got some games and some more of our little kids' toys. This one's kind of cute. It's a bench with a chair that kind of comes out. So that's a lot of fun. All right, this is a little bit smaller sale than we normally bring you guys, but this one is still packed full of really great items, and we're looking forward to it. A few things to kind of mention or point out. No sale is complete without a scavenger hunt. So we do have this adorable little stone. We do have the scavenger hunt sticker on it. I'll put the logo up here. This will be hidden somewhere in the house, somewhere where you can shop mixed in with items. It will not be tucked in a cabinet that you're, not asked to be in. It will be fair game for everybody, but if you bring this to the checkout, you will get $10 off of your purchase with us this weekend. So that's just kind of a fun thing we like to do. So I wanted to show you that. Let's talk about hours. So we are a little shorter at this sale. We are only open 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. both days, so Friday and Saturday. And that's partially just because this sale is just a little bit smaller. So we're going to be here from 10 to 2 on Friday and 10 to 2 on Saturday. Everything will be full price on Friday, and then we'll discount on Saturday if there's anything left. And then let's also talk about furniture. Because we're only open 10 to 2, and it might be a little busy during that time frame, we completely understand that if you bought larger furniture items and you're fairly local, that we're going to be available after hours to come load out furniture that you purchased during the sale. So if you were able to hop on by and you bought some furniture items, we'll be available after hours to help you get that furniture loaded out. It'll just be easier when we don't have a lot of people. Our space is a little small in here, so we want to make sure that we're not tearing anything up like the furniture you bought, and just it'll just make for a better experience. If you did come from out of town and you absolutely need to get that piece out right now, then we understand and we'll do our best to accommodate that. But if it's easier, you can come after hours and we can help you get loaded out with larger furniture pieces. That's not going to be a problem. It's actually even preferred. So that, I think, covers the things I wanted to really talk about. So I can't wait to see you guys. Us ladies are going to be here during the day. We'll have the guys with us on Saturday and after hours to help load out furniture if we need to. So it'll be a good one, guys. We can't wait to see you.